And we are back. What's up, y'all? Today we're looking at Alec Holler. Okay. Now his name is Holler, so I thought it was Holler, but if it was Holler, it'd be one Ler, but it's Holler. So I'm just gonna assume that his name is Holler. And since I'm from Mississippi, I can't just call it Holler. I'm just gonna call it Holler. All right. So for the duration of this film session, we're gonna call him Alec or Alec Holler. Okay. So he's the other tight end, not Brevin Spanford. We like him a whole bunch. But Alec Holler from UCF, Central Florida there. And hey man, this is what you get from Alec Holler. He gonna do a whole bunch of blocking. He like 6'3", 230 or something. So he's way smaller than Brevin Spanford. But hey, cut the film on. You're gonna see a whole bunch of blocking. Now he lines up in this little wing type joint, right? So that's something that the Cowboys are always, consistent on, right? They want somebody that can play in line. They want somebody that can play like out wide. Y'all can't even see it on my screen. Cool. They want somebody that can play out wide. They want somebody that can play fullback. They want somebody that can play these wings and these Fs and these H's. So they want tight ends that can play all over the place. Okay. Now Alec Holler lines up all over the place. Now he's kind of in this wingy tight end type of formation, right? And hey, this is his job. This is what he does. He lines up and he blocks folk. Okay, you're gonna get some little block down action from everybody else. Boom, and you're gonna get a pulling guard. He's probably gonna be kicking, and you got Alec Holler. Now we can't do straight line with Alec Holler. We gotta curve his block. Alec Holler probably gonna wrap and go block that dude most likely. Yeah, all right, cool. So yeah. So hey man, that's what the business is. Alec finna do a whole heap of blocking. But there's gonna be a deeper conversation about Alec here, right? Because I could just show you all these plays of him blocking. But y'all know the Cowboys, they operate in a different, capacity when it comes to tight ends. Offensive linemen also because they got resources. Cornerbacks also because they got resources, right? The Cowboys love to find these tight ends that when you watch they film in college, all they doing is blocking. I got a little something for y'all later on in the week, but all these dudes be blocking, right? Alec Holler probably ain't got no more than 20 catches. I could have looked this up to be factual. There's one right there. I probably could have looked this up to be factual, but based on the film that I was looking at and the research that I got into, he probably got 40 catches altogether out of all his years, right? But the Cowboys see something in these guys, right? So when Voch is watching film, I'm watching from an all 32 standpoint, right? So if I'm just watching film and I can't stand tight ends in the first place, I'm going to see Holler line up at wing and I'm going to see him block somebody. Like that's what I'm seeing. The Cowboys got to be seeing something though. You know what I mean? The Cowboys don't play around with their undrafted guys, especially undrafted tight ends, especially they undrafted offensive linemen because they got resources to develop these guys. Don't ask me nothing about the D linemen. Don't ask me nothing about, the running backs and all that. I'm not that confident in the Cowboys game to fix those guys. But the Cowboys have constantly, whether it been Jake, Hendershot, even Schultz, like they'll take these tight ends and they'll go, hey man, we saw you catch 3 of these in college. We about to make you catch 80 of them in the league. Right? You know what I mean? But hey, look. Because on the film, it's Holler, he blocking. So I wonder, because Brevin Ford is 275. Like you can see why Brevin Ford is going to be here. Brevin's going to be here to tear shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, his role is on film already. He's no project player, right? But when I look at Alec Holler, he's 6'3", 230 something pounds. Whoa, wait yet. Okay, cool. Sometimes he lines up wide and he goes to block people, right? He gonna be a blocking fool. I wonder, Alec Holler being 6'3", 230, and that's a little smaller for what the Cowboys typically like in their tight ends or whatnot, right? I wonder, is this going to be? Go Holler right there. I wonder, is this going to be a situation where we brought in Holler and we try to make him a fullback or something? You know what I'm saying? He's 230. That's kind of big fullback range right there. You know what I'm saying? He's 230. Pardon me, I got to identify him for y'all. He's 230, and that's in big fullback range. So 6'6", 230. Like that's big for a fullback. Or just big for a backfield player, right? But it's not necessarily big for tight ends necessarily, right? Think about Sean McEwen. Sean McEwen wasn't just no big old dude. He wasn't like a Luke Schoonmaker. He wasn't a Brevin Ford, right? But he was a dude that lined up at tight end, did a little bit of blocking out there, lined up at fullback, did a little, wing. Like, I get a lot of Sean McEwen from Alec Holler. He's lined up out wide. This is one of his second catches. This is his second out of 50-something career catches in college, But I wonder if the Cowboys are looking at Alec Holler and they got a plan for him that I'm just not ready for. Or they got a plan for him that just my eyes ain't really seeing it just yet. Because I ain't gonna lie, in the Patreon, and we do watch these films a little bit early, patreon.com/vochlombardi. We watch the whole game of Alec Holler. And look, and this is me being honest with y'all, right? Like if I'm trying to lie to y'all and just be a great salesman, I'm like, oh man, we got so much to see from Alec Holler. Come to the Patreon and pay your dollar. That's what. Hey, look, that rhyme. But listen, man, like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like if you go to patreon.com/vochlombardi and you click on the video, we're like, all right, let's watch Alec Holler. He finna do a whole bunch of this right here. Lining up at the wing and running into people. And just me keeping the buck with you, because I love to be honest, I don't think he does nothing better than Brevin Spanford, right? Brevin not 6'3", he's 6'6", 6'7", Brevin's not 230, he's like 270, you know what I mean? Like, so they're different dudes. They are totally different dudes. And if I had to guess, I don't know how big Princeton Fan is, but I know Princeton Fant has the luxury of the off-season, program, peanut butter and all that. So, Alec Holler may be the smallest tight end in your room. He may be. Now, I didn't look up none of his measurables. Well, his size and his weight for sure, but I didn't look at like his 40 time or nothing. I didn't look at his, anything that'll make him like a teams player. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we drafted him as a tight end, but he ain't gonna be doing tight end stuff. He's gonna be tackling people on teams or whatever, or he's gonna be blocking on extra point stuff. Like he's really gonna be the Sean McEwen guy. Sean McEwen was a Swiss Army knife teams dude, right? Could Alec Holler be that kind of guy? Possibly. Mike McCarthy said you can never have too many of these body types, man. It's just that the plays I'm seeing, I don't think they're incredibly special to him. I think you can line up any tight end that's on the Cowboys roster right now and tell them, hey, man, do that thing that Alec Holler did at UCF, and I think they could do it, right? Asking somebody to do the Jake Ferguson thing is different. The Brevin thing is different. The Schoonmaker, he keep getting hurt, but Schoonmaker was a hell of a blocker in college. Asking somebody to do those things is different. Alec Holler ain't blocking George Karlaftis one-on-one in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like his right tackle got smoked. He's not blocking Karlaftis as a recovery help guy. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, I got questions about Alec Holler, but the Cowboys seem to get this right, so I'll listen to him. But at the end of the day, he's an undrafted dude. It's probably nothing that we should even be thinking about too much. All right, that's all I got for y'all. And there's the third of his 50-something catches. There we go. Look, if I should go hold y'all down, I'm telling you. That's all I got for y'all today, man. I got some more film sessions, some pretty fun film sessions coming up, and some content throughout the week. Vacation Voch is still in effect. I'm trying to get this move straight, but I'll be tapped in with y'all for sure. Live streams coming back next week. Me and Brian Brothers maybe this week. So keep your eyes open for that. All right, y'all hold down for the dose. You want some peace, whiskey. Till next time. All right, peace.